You live or you counting down? Up. All right. Hey, welcome to Lanier Raceplex on the Seekonk Speedway iRacing Road Trip Tour for 2021. Tonight we run street stocks around the .375 mile racetrack just located outside of Brazelton, Georgia, on a racetrack that has seen limited use over the past several years. Four turns are pretty much equal around the racetrack. Tonight we're running street stocks with a fixed setup. Gotta forgive me, I'm out of practice. It's only January. But they're running a fixed setup, meaning all the cars are on the same setup here tonight. You see the cars on the track. There's a couple of cars just getting final practice laps in. That's Tom Scully, the third in the 02. That white 31 you saw was Brad Souza just a moment ago. Most of the cars are lined up on pit road. Before we get there, let's take a minute and thank tonight's sponsor, Helger South Coast Power Equipment, located in Westport, Mass. They can provide you with the latest and greatest in outdoor power products to make your outdoor living more enjoyable. Visit them at southcoastpowerequipment.com. Say hi to Richie, tell him Kevin sent you, and he will take good care of you as he does everybody else. So a big thanks to Helgers. From here, we're back on January 28th. At the end of the month, we're going to Loudon with the modified. So we've got a wide range of road trips in 2021. Kind of like we did last year, except we're changing cars at the tracks. We go into the modifieds. We're doing ARCA cars, super late models, legend cars, late models. And tonight, the street stocks. 4 heats were run earlier tonight. Ryan Kuhn, Tom Axum, Richie Murray, and Reagan Parent were the winners of that, and they pick up the Watermark Electric heat-winning bonus. So big thanks to them for being part of our road trip tour, as well as Anchorpaws Rescues. They're giving a halfway lap leader bonus, $20 to the driver that leads the halfway mark. Trent Goodrow Designs, they're giving away a free paint scheme to the driver with the least amount of contact in each race. It's what they call a lowest incident points per race. So pretty simple for those of you folks that are not familiar with iRacing. The less contact you have during the race, the less points you accrue. So if you rub somebody, it may be 2 points, maybe 4, depending on the severity of it. Now, at the end of the race, if there are 1, 2, several drivers with the same points total at the lowest amount, 0 or 2 or whatever it is, well, we'll throw their names in a hat and pick one from there. I want to thank Atlantic Yacht Rigging, global leader in sailboat racing setup and maintenance. They are giving away a $20 Hard Luck Award at each of our events. Lucas Milhout, with decades of expertise providing innovative metal joining solutions to connect the world around us, they are giving the 4th place award at $4.44 at each event. The driver that's running 4th at lap 44. Pretty simple. Helger South Coast Power Move of the Race. Well, that's sponsored by our friends at Helger. It's a $20 award to the driver that improves the most positions throughout the race. So you got somebody who's starting deep in the pack, and we'll use Jake Johnson as an example since he's fresh off a win down at the Snowflake in Five Flags Speedway. He's starting 22nd on the grid. So if he passes the most cars, well, he will pick up that $20 move of the race. And, of course, the Bernier's Liquors Lucky Spot. Bernier's Liquors, located in Bridgewater, Mass., a family-owned business that has been around for more than 60 years. A $25 award to a randomly selected driver who finishes between 8th and 16th at every event. So these are our contingency sponsors for our events this year. A big thank you to them. We also want to thank Route 6 Auto Mall, your one-stop shop Kia dealership in Swansea, where it is a crime to pay more than a dime, and A&A Auto Parts in Providence for a large supply of new and used auto parts. The Pellins over there have been great supporters of our iRacing tour as well. So a big thanks to them. And again, we told you our next event, Loudon with the modifieds. Then we go to Five Flags Speedway. We'll run the ARCA cars. From there, we go to Myrtle Beach. the now shuttered racetrack out of Virginia with the super late models. The Legend cars will be the featured division on the 25th of March when we go to Langley Speedway, and then we go to Nashville to run the late models to round out our season. Cars are lining up on the track. Let's give you the starting lineup for tonight's event. We've inverted the top 8 cars. That's the top 2 from each qualifier. So on the front row, we got Mason Tessier in car number 42 and the 12 of P.J. Evans. Those are your first 2 cars. From there, row number 2, you've got Ty Leclerc behind the wheel of his machine. That's number 40. And outside of Leclerc is car number 3 for Ben Amato. Then come our heat winners, Reagan Parent in the number 17 and Richie Murray in car number 8. Tom Exum is starting on the inside of row number 4. He drives that number 13 machine, and outside of him, the defending champion of the Seekonk iRacing Road Trip Tour, Ryan Kuhn, in the number 72. Row number 5, starting 9th on the field, is Tom Scully III in the 02 machine, and outside of him is Ethan Souza in car number 30. Ryan Doucette rolls off 11th on the grid. Ryan drives car number 77, and outside of him is car number 67 for Austin Flanagan. The green and black number 4 for Smilin' Reese Bogue behind the wheel of that machine, and outside of him, the 82 of Nate McComb starts next up on the field. Chase Belcher in car number 35 goes off next, and outside of him is Nick Wood. Nick drives the 05 machine. From there, you got Hugh Bowser and Darrell Church. Hugh in the number 22, Church in the 04. Mike Hendricks starts next on the grid in car number 14, and outside of him is Sam Lincoln. Sam behind the wheel of car number 34. Then you got Brad Souza in the number 31. Jake Johnson, we'll start calling him Snowflake Jake, in the number 15.
Caution, yellow
Noah
flag.
Boucher in car number 16. Derek Lachaki in the 03, and Elias Dibb to round out the field. Elias in the number 11 machine. So we are just about ready to rock and roll. You see the street stocks ready to roll off the corner. Green flag is out, and the race is underway, and that is the 42 of Mason Tessier getting the big jump, with P.J. Evans in the number 12 right behind him. Then you've got the 40 machine sitting third on the grid, and that is Ty Leclerc as they head off of turn number 4. And it looks like we are already under caution. Let's see if we can see what happened there. "75 laps is the distance on this race. And it looks like Noah Boucher is the victim there, as he has fallen to the tail end in that white, black, and red number 16. Oh, there we go. Darrell Church hard in the wall. That's what the issue was. Darrell got tagged from behind, and we are under caution for that. So,
yeah, I think
one Mason Tessier, your leader, and the number 42 machine, the Exotic Rays mount, setting the pace. Wait a minute. All right, here we go. Yep, back to this. Have to apologize, trying to get used to the split screen here. Battle for second as the 40 of Leclerc working the inside of P.J. Evans. Evans settles back in, takes a look down. Oh, contact there. Contact between the 12 and the 42. Tessier goes around, finds himself off the inside wall. He keeps it rolling. We stay green as the leaders come off of turn number 2 now, and Tessier getting back up to speed. Take another look at that, and there you see the contact. Evans was sliding up the racetrack to try to make a look to the outside, just nipped the back bumper of Mason Tessier's number 42 and puts Tessier down on the inside wall. Damage doesn't look too bad for Mason's machine as he keeps going. Up front, battle for second. One of our heat winners working the inside, the 17 of Reagan Parent. Taking a look to the inside of Tyler Clear as they go wheel to wheel down into turn number 1. The 13 of Tom Axum right there. The 8 of Richie Murray in tow. And the 02 of Tom Scully the third as they slide down into turns 1 and 2. Down the backstretch they go. And they are chasing P.J. Evans, the youngster out of Connecticut, who sets the pace in the tickmike.com. Number 12. As they head down the backstretch, Reagan Parent now sits second. Axum is up to third. And the battle for fourth and rages is 8 of Richie Murray down underneath Tyler Clare. There you've got the 77, Ryan Doucette, all over the back bumper of Tom Scully the third. Tom doing a great job hanging on as Doucette muscles his way back down on the inside, and he's got competition from behind. Here comes Ryan Kuhn down low as they race down into the corner. P.J. Evans, the tickmike.com, number 12, sets the pace nice and easy at the top of the leaderboard. Reagan Parent sits second. Take a look a little further back. Here goes Doucette down underneath Richie Murray as they come across into turn 1. Now Tom Axum down to the inside of the 13 machine. He settles it in back behind as they hit turn number 1. Field starting to stretch itself out, and Tom Axum up into the number 2 spot. Trying to keep the 17 of Reagan Parent behind him as they come through the corner. There's Ryan Doucette in the 77, holding off the charges of Richie Murray. I'll say that a few more times by mistake. The 02 of Tom Scully the third and Ryan Kuhn in tow. A little further back, there's Mike Henricks in the 14 up on the outside, battling with Austin Flanagan and the 05 of Nick Wood down on the inside. Right behind them is the 22 of Hugh Bowser Jr. Little Huey sitting in that machine, trying to work himself up through the pack. Great stocks are a different animal for a lot of these drivers. It takes a little bit of getting used to, as they are, most of them have been competing with the super late models over the past year with the Seekonk Speedway iRacing Road Trip Tour. Field stretching itself, getting themselves into a rhythm as we are at lap number 16 of the 75-lap main event. There you have Austin Flanagan in the black and blue number 67. There's 14 of Mike Henricks right behind him. Drivers are not allowed to change tires in this event, so they got to save them for the end. And being a street stock, a lot of these drivers aren't used to running them. Got to be careful not to burn them up too early. Henricks takes a look down to the inside, that 14 machine. Up front, battle for the lead. Here is Tom Axum in the number 13, putting some heavy pressure on P.J. Evans as they hit turn number 1. Reagan Parent right there in third in that yellow number 17 machine. And behind them, Richie Murray now working the inside of Ty Leclerc. Leclerc caught up on the outside as Murray gets in down low. They race side by side down into turns 1 and 2, and down the back, down the stripe they go. Axum still pushing around the 12 of Evans, trying to take a peek down to the inside. There he goes down low. Evans caught up high, side by side for the lead. Down off at turn number 2, wheel to wheel at the top of the field, across the stripe, and Tom Axum edges out and becomes the third leader of this event, with now Parent right up on the tail as they hit turn number 3. Tom Axum setting the pace at lap number 22. Second place is the 12 of P.J. Evans, who works the back bumper. Takes a look to get back to the top, but Axum strong off the corner. They run nose to tail. It's about another 4 car lengths back to the 77 of Ryan Doucette, who sits 4th on the field as they come down the backstretch into turn number 3. Battle for that 4th spot. You can see in the back of the screen as they came off the corner. As the top 3 run single file down into the corners. See the 12 of Evans continuing to peek down to the inside. Axum able to hold him off at every challenge so far as Ryan Doucette and that black and green number 77 trying to close in that gap there. There's some good side-by-side racing there. Richie Murray down to the inside of the 40 machine of Tom Scully, of Tyler Clear, the 02 of Tom Scully III in the 02. You see he's on and off the screen, and that is a connection issue with his server. So if you can get that straightened out. I know we had some problems with that last run in the session. But right now, Darrell Church is the only driver out of this event after hitting the wall on the opening lap. Ethan Souza in the 30 working the outside. That's the 35 of Chase Belcher right behind him. Trying to work to the inside. Up front, Ryan Doucette has caught the top 3. It's now a 4-car dogfight as we have clicked off lap number 30 of 75. PJ Evans continues to hound Tom Axum, and there's a good view from right behind the windshield on the passenger side as they come off the corner. Takes a peek down, right up on the back bumper, and into turn number 1. Brown there in the corner from the track. The graphics showing the original clay surface for just a moment there. Here comes Evans down to the inside. Axum shuts the door, slides up. Here comes a battle for the lead as the 12 looks down low. PJ Evans trying to get back to the top of the leaderboard. Edges out, evens up with Axum. They race off the corner and down into turn number 3. Reagan Parent is right there trying to follow through. And at lap number 35, PJ Evans finds himself back at the top of the field. This time, he's got Reagan Parent with him down low. Axum caught up on the outside as they come off of turn number 2. Ryan Doucette right there as well as they all battle for the lead. Axum trying to hang on in that number 13 car. Parent now up into the 2nd spot. Here comes Doucette, and what a crossover from the top to the bottom as he slides up underneath Doucette. Takes a look to the inside of Parent. Parent shuts the door. Doucette with a crossover move at lap number 36. Reagan Parent with some server issues, it looks like, as he disappears momentarily. One thing you got to be careful for, because you can pop back up on the screen and somebody is already in your spot. "39 laps up on the board. Ryan Doucette down to the inside of Tom Axum as they race for position on turn number 4. And Axum continues to hold on to that spot. We are 40 of 75 complete. And the halfway leader bonus, I believe he got there in time, would go to the 12 of PJ Evans. That halfway bonus coming from Anchor Paws Rescue. A $20 bonus at each event as he closes up on Hugh Bowser. Bowser at the tail end of the field, about to go -1 to the leader. 17 of Parent has fallen back about 2 car lengths. Good battle for that 3rd spot. Doucette and Axum continue to race side by side as they come down the backstretch into turn number 3. Doucette now takes that spot away as your leader rolls off the corner. as Reagan Parent now puts the Bowser machine back up behind. "44 laps complete, 45 complete out of 75." And there is the battle for that third spot with Ryan Doucette holding on. Here comes Ryan Kuhn in the number 72 as he is closed up on Tom Axum as he dives down to the inside. And there's the 40 of Leclerc trying to get by Hugh Bowser in the number 22. Deeper in the pack, they're running single file, but hot and heavy. That's Benamato in that black and red number 3, following the 30 machine of Ethan Souza. Souza following the 31 of Brad Souza, the Rico Motorsports machine. In front of them, the 35 of Chase Belcher and the number 35, the Everett Auto Parts mount. As they try to sneak underneath the 02 of Tom Scully III. Scully slides up top in the Helger South Coast Power Equipment. Here comes Brad Souza down to the inside. Souza trying to make it 2 for 1. Contact is made. Belcher slideways through the corner, gathers it back in. What a save by Belcher as he got tagged from Souza as they work their way through the corner. The 30 gets by the 14 of Mike Hendricks down low now. As Belcher did the slide for life through the corners just a couple of laps ago and did a great job saving up. Ryan Kuhn has gotten by the 77 of Ryan Doucette. He now sits third and starts to close in. We are 2/3 of the way through this one. As the 12 of PJ Evans Ryan Kuhn working his way up into second now. As Ryan Doucette underneath Reagan Parent taking over third. Parent has fallen back to fourth now. And Ryan Kuhn, who has been hot, picking up a dominating season last year on the iRacing road trip, trying to kick off the 2021 season in Victory Lane. Kuhn sitting about 8 car lengths behind. Battle for third now. Reagan Parent has gotten back to the inside of Doucette, and right behind them, the 13 of Tom Axum. So 3 cars fighting 3 wide off the corner. Axum taking a look down at the inside, settles it back in as they come off of turn number 2. Parent down low, Doucette up top. And Axum again trying 3 wide. Going through the corner. Parent settling in down on the inside. Running his line. Picking up that third position. Doucette back to fourth. Axum sits in that 5th spot. Leclerc rounds out the top 6 cars as 4 cars now fighting for that 3rd position. Down to the inside. Doucette takes a look. Parent shuts the door. Axum takes a look to the outside. Leclerc down low.
Caution, yellow flag.
And we are under yellow for one car around. That's the 22 of Hugh Bowser. And there he is off the, whoa, what a shot off the front stretch. Keep going down to the corner, up on the outside. That is the 67 of Austin Flanagan. They make contact. He bounces up in the air. The 31 of Brad Souza makes contact. And up in the air he goes. And that's going to end his day. Sousa just making it through after a little bit of contact. But we've got 11 laps remaining in this one. And PJ Evans, who had a nice, comfortable advantage, now we'll see Ryan Kuhn up on the outside. Richie Murray slides on by and pull in at the tail end. Remember, caution laps do not count. Ryan Kuhn will restart up top. Reagan Parent, Ryan Doucette, your top four.
Hang on, we're not going green. Not
Field
going
gets
green.
doubled up. PJ Evans, your leader, the youngster out of Connecticut. Ryan Kuhn out of Brockton, Massachusetts. Working a third caution of this event. Pace car ready to pull down. Final 11 laps.
Green flag,
Round
green
one
flag.
of the 2021 iRacing Road Trip Tour presented by Elgar South Coast Power Equipment. We're back underway, and it is the 12 of Evans getting the jump over Kuhn, and Parent taking a look down to the inside, trying to get up into the number 2 spot as they head down the front straightaway. Into 1 and 2 they go. Parent up into second. They head down into 3. Kuhn falling back just a little bit. Tom Axum down to the inside now. Doucette caught up top. As they hit turn number 3 off the backstretch, they come chasing the 12 of Evans, who is pulled away, trying to pick up his first win of the Seekonk iRacing Road
The yellow
Trip
flag
Tour.
is out.
Has a 4-car length advantage, and we are back under yellow. '16 of Noah Boucher having trouble there. Let's see if we can see what happened to him. There he is heading down in the corner. Reese Bogue takes a dive bomb down to the inside, slides up, tags the 16. Noah gets sideways and doesn't bounce off of anything, so the car's still in one piece. That's a good thing. No damage to that white and black and red number 16 machine. We're back behind the pace car with just a handful of laps left. PJ Evans the field down. The tickmike.com, number 12. Six laps remaining. Field doubled up. Reagan Parent now on the outside, with Ryan Kuhn sitting third. Ryan Doucette, Tom Axum rounds out the top five.
Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green.
Pull down to the infield. Evans and Parent. Street stock racing here at Lanier. One more lap under caution. Lights are out. Final tightening of the belts. And here we go. 6 laps.
Green, green, green.
To the finale. Off the corner. There's a green flag, and Evans gets a good jump, but this time Kuhn stays right up on his bumper as they head down the backstretch. 5 to go when they come back around. Parrott caught up on the outside. Axum now takes a look
Caution,
down low.
yellow flag.
3 wide off the corner momentarily, and we're back under yellow. All of a sudden, the flurries are coming as a pace car darts through the field and up to the front. Now let's see if we can't see what happened to caution. Looks like several cars got together. Ben Amato, Nick Wood in the 05, Noah Boucher in the 16, and a couple of other cars had gotten together. Noah getting caught up in that one. Ben Amato up on 2 wheels there momentarily. Let's see if we can see it here. And now the 8 of Richie Murray got sideways. Everybody jumbled behind him. And as they hit the next corner, the 14 of Mike Hendricks, the 3 of Amato make contact. And yep, there's a good look at the underneath of that machine. But we did not complete any laps. We're still at lap number 69 in the 75 lap main event. Next event on the 2021 iRacing Road Trip Tour for Seekonk is at Loudon, New Hampshire on Thursday night, January 28th, where Ritchie Installations, who's located in Westport, Mass., brings us the modifieds from Loudon. So keep that on your schedule and see these drivers learn how to run modifieds on the mile.
Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green.
Field getting doubled up. Getting close to getting back to action. Caution lights out. One more time. Evans and Parent, Kuhn, Set, Axum, and Leclerc, your top 6 cars.
Green, green, green.
As we get ready to go, there's the pace car darts down to the infield. Green flag is out. Evans trying to get a jump. Look at Parent throw it in hard and deep down to the corner, trying to take over the top spot as they race down the back straightaway. Evans down low. Parent up on the outside. As they come through the corner,
Caution,
Evans
yellow
has
flag.
the advantage with 5 laps to go, and we're back under caution. Bunch these guys up, and all of a sudden they are having a difficult time getting through. I also got to wonder, is fatigue setting in? There's the 82 machine of Nate McComb. And, Noah Boucher up on 2 wheels. Brad Souza, Ben Amato all getting together, it looks like, deep in the pack. Take a look at this as they go through the corners. He and Reese Bogue make contact. Bogue gets sideways, sends it in. They make contact, and Noah gets pushed up the racetrack up on 2 wheels and settles it back, but you can see some damage on that machine. Definitely will be out of the running for the lowest incident points for tonight's event. One of the favorites for that has got to be the 12 of PJ Evans, who spent most of his race at the front of the field.
Green, green, green.
Back underway we are as they head down into turn number 1. And again, Reagan Parent with a good jump on the outside, keeping tight with PJ Evans. They head down on the corner side by side. Evans with a half a car length as they come off the corner. Here comes Ryan Kuhn down to the inside, taking a look to the inside. Parent throws it in hard, up on the outside. Kuhn trying to make it 3 wide, down to the inside. Evans shuts the door. Down into 3 and 4 they go. Up the racetrack goes Evans. Down to the inside goes Kuhn. Battle for the lead one more time. And Evans trying to shut the door. Kuhn is already there. Trouble behind him. Doucette sideways.
The yellow flag is out.
They all gather it back in. We stay green. Nope, we're back under. We are down in the yellow. And what a race this is shaping up to be at the front of the pack with just a handful of laps remaining. Take a look back. Ryan Doucette on the outside there. He gets sideways with the 15 of Jake Johnson. There goes one car, the 8 of Richie Murray, hard in the wall. One car down in the in wall. That's Chase Belcher. As things are getting tight here. PJ Evans has another reprieve, but can he hold on and hold off? Ryan Kuhn was all over the back bumper, but that was on the inside. Now he's going to be up on the outside. Parent will be back to third. Watch out for a move from him, as he will try to take advantage. And the 13 of Tom Axum sitting fourth, with Doucette rounding out the top 5. So we are down, as Matt Buckler would say, the 3 most exciting words in motorsport: green, white, checker. PJ Evans on the point, with Ryan
Green, green,
on
green.
the outside. Reagan Parent third. There's the green flag. 2 more laps to go as they head down to the corner. Look at the 15 of Johnson taking a look down to the inside of Ryan Doucette. Up front, it is Evans setting the pace comfortably by a car length. Parent looking for second with Kuhn up on the outside. Here's the final lap, down into 1 and 2. battle for second as PJ Evans looks to kick off this season with a win into 3 and 4. Here comes Parent down to the inside of Kuhn. Checkered flag is out, and 12 of PJ Evans picks up the Helgers South Coast Power Equipment road race here at Lanier Speedway. What a job by the youngster, the Bandolero driver from Connecticut, picking up the win. Second place to Reagan Parent. Ryan Kuhn finishing third. So we'll take a look at our Ankapor's Rescue halfway bonus. I believe that was the 12 of PJ Evans. I think he got there. This Helger South Coast Power Equipment move of the race. The driver that passed the most cars. We'll have to wait for that one. The Bernia's Liquors Lucky Spot, a driver between 6th and 8th and 16th. And the Atlantic Yacht Rigging Hard Luck Award. That's going to be a tough one. A couple of drivers had some hard luck here tonight. That's a $20 award. Then you've got the Lucas Milhout, 4th place at lap number 44. I was not paying attention, but I know Kyle Souza was. And the lowest incident points of the race from Trent Goodrow Designs, giving away a free paint scheme for iRacing. So we'll get you those as quickly as we can. But congratulations to PJ Evans picking up the win here in the street stocks at Lanier. We'll see if we can get a word with our top 3 in just a couple of minutes. Don't forget, the Seekonk iRacing Road Trip Tour is back on January 28th for the Ritchie's Insulation 100 at Loudon, New Hampshire. The Magic Mile for the modifieds or type race for that. So be sure to be a part of that. We go from there to Five Flags, where we run the ARCA cars. Myrtle Beach, we run the Super Late models. The Legend cars, we run at Langley in March. And then in April, we round out the field at Nashville with the late models.
Ken, Foreman, yes we do. What do you say we get an interview with our race winner, PJ Evans, man? What a race it was tonight, folks. And I'm going to go ahead and get our race winner down here, if it's okay with you, man.
Waiting for PJ Evans to join us in Broadcast Central after picking up the win.
All right, let me see.
And now I've joined you. Hello, Kevin. Hello, everyone.
And we've got Kyle Souza. Hey, Kyle, first off, thanks a lot for all the hard work behind the scenes for the iRacing Road Trip Series. You do a lot of work for this and also help control the races. Let's get some thoughts from you on tonight's event.
Thought it went pretty well, honestly. I was very impressed with the drivers running that long under green. That was really impressive. A lot of new guys in here. I thought everybody did a pretty good job competing. Congrats to PJ on the win. Want to thank you mentioned our sponsors a ton as well as I was listening on the side, but really want to thank all of those guys, Extreme Tim TV, Matt, and Extreme Sim TV, Matt and his gang for coming on board, and also all of our drivers for competing. Kevin, I've got our 3rd place finisher, Ryan Kuhn, I'm going to drag down in here, and I'll have you get a word with him.
All right.
He is now with us, Mr. Ryan Kuhn.
Ryan, welcome.
How's it going?
Good. It looked like you had a good shot at the lead there before that caution came out. A couple of aggressive moves, trying 3 wide. Tell us about it.
Getting aggressive on the restart. I was getting pushed. I was pushing the guy in front of me. And now these street stocks, with not much torque, you get some really good restarts, really even restarts. And I think that's what really escalated that really close racing.
Now, how different behind the wheel of an iRacing, how much of a different feel are the street stocks versus the super late models that you were running last year?
It's definitely different. These things ain't got no power, and I feel like you get all the grip in the world with these. And then the supers with the new tire model really have no traction at all, and they feel like they're on really small tires. But that's the way the tire model is, and I really like the way these cars handle.
Well, it looked like you were having a lot of fun out there. What was the difference between finishing first or second and finishing third?
Cautions, restarts. There was really no outside groove with this tire model. This really looks like it lays down rubber, but it really doesn't lay down any rubber, and it really doesn't get that outside groove working in. I'm hoping iRacing can fix that fairly shortly, and to making two groove racing again like the old tire model. And there's just cautions killed us. I think we're gonna have that thing won if that last caution didn't come out there. But it is what it is. Congrats to PJ. He deserved it. He led a lot of laps, and he's really fast, really young, and he's an up and coming star.
Now, let's take a look at your 21 schedule. You're pushing to get some help to get down to New Smyrna to run the super late model down there at World Series. Any luck with that?
Sadly not. It doesn't look like we're going to be racing down there, but we'll be there in the grandstands watching. If anyone needs any help, we'll be around to help out. And now 2021 is going to be a different year for us. We're going to try to start off the season down in Hickory, and I don't think we're going to do any full-time racing, so I just think we're going to shoot for the bigger shows and go win the bigger shows. And all depends on funding. I'd love to go past racing full-time, but we just can't afford it.
Well, we'll love to see you when we can, and we appreciate you being a part of our road trip tour.
Thank you.
All right, congratulations on your third place finish. That was Ryan Kuhn, our third place finisher, former late model champion at Seekonk, and as one of the up and coming standout drivers in the Northeast as he grows his career. And let's see if we can't get Reagan Parent down here. Or nope, it looks like we got our winner, PJ Evans, with us down here. Who do we got? Do we have?
We're waiting for PJ. He's going to be joining us in a second. Let's pull in Reagan Parent, Kevin, who finished second.
Let's pull in Reagan. Reagan, a good run today. You look that last couple of restarts. You had a good run up on the outside.
Yeah, the outside really wasn't there today in this race at all at this track, I feel like. But I tried just getting a little jump on him on the restarts, maybe like a half a car, and then hopefully try to be even into one and just try to stay out there and hope Ryan would try to race him on the inside. I might be able to clear him, but no, we got shuffled back. I was third on the last restart, and then we were able to edge out Ryan for second on the bottom.
You had a good run tonight, consistently in the top three, top two, and couple of shots at that lead just came up a little bit short, but it's got to feel real good to kick off the season in second place.
It feels pretty good. I mean, the street stocks on iRacing are probably my favorite car on here. I run them all the time. Like, whenever I'm on, I'm always running street stocks. But it feels pretty good. Start off second in points now, going to the next race, which is Loudon Tour Modified. So I feel like I'll be pretty good there, too. Loudon's also one of my favorite tracks on the sim.
How often do you get to run the modifieds?
I run the modified sometimes, not all that often, but when I do, they're normally in like hosted races with friends out loud and stuff like that. So it's fun. You get to draft, walk bumpers with people down the straightaways. That's probably going to be a good race, just like this one was too.
Excellent. Well, you had a good run today. Now let's take a look at your 21 season. What are your plans behind the wheel of the full-size car?
Yeah, so I don't really know what my plans are. I mean, I just bought a steering wheel, and that's about the only thing I own of a race car right now. I raffled off my yellow Legend car, and then I gave Derek his back. I was running the white car all year, so he has that car now. So other than just helping him running full-time with the ACT Tour, I don't really have any plans yet. Just trying to see, maybe get a car, find a ride or something, whatever works out.
All right. Well, good run tonight. Glad to have you part of our iRacing road trip tour. We look forward to seeing you at New Hampshire with the modifieds.
Yeah, thank you.
That's Reagan Parrott out of Massachusetts, picking up the number 2 spot for this round here at Lanier.
And Kevin, we are now joined by the winner of the Peach Pits Classic 75 presented by Helgers. PJ Evans is with us.
PJ, congratulations on a great run tonight.
Thank you. It was definitely a hard race. I did not know how I won that. Sorry I took out Mason early in that race. I didn't mean to hook him around, but I I hope he's not too mad about that. Anyways, it was a fun race. I'm glad that we got that long run in. I was able to keep the lead there. Good battle with Axum and Doucette and all of them, and it was very fun.
Now, earlier in the race, you had the lead. You fell back. Was that strategy, or did the car go away for a little while, or did you make a mistake? What happened there?
I was definitely saving my tires for sure. The car was getting a little tight for some reason, but then it started to kick back in, and I knew saving tires in these cars are very helpful, and it keeps you up in the front of the field.
Now, once you over those last few restarts, you had a lot of challenges from Reagan, from Ryan. Tell us about those last couple of restarts. What was going through your mind?
It was very intense. Yeah, Kuhn had a good run on us and gave me a bumper, and we were 3 wide there. Then we are coming to 2 to go, and I got very lucky that the caution came out, and that the caution laps didn't count, and I was able to hold my lead. So I just got lucky right there.
It's got to feel real good to kick off the road trip tour with a win. What's your plans for 21 full size racing?
I'm gonna be racing a legend at New Hampshire Road Course with Reese and all of them. So I think then it'll be a good learning experience for me. Like get used to the shifting and stuff, and going through the and racing with like Buffington and them. And that'll be really fun too. We're racing like 3 different ways. We're racing like the back part where you go up on the uphill and you race behind there, and then the regular road course, and then where it goes when you're about to turn right up on the uphill, instead of going right, you take a little right and then you go back left and straight and then back on the road course part. So yeah, I think that'll be fun for me, and hopefully it turns out well this year.
Well, we're going to miss you at Seekonk after a good year you had last year. And again, we appreciate you being a part of our Racing road trip tour, and congratulations on your win tonight.
Thank you.
That's PJ Evans, our winner, with Reagan Parent second, Ryan Kuhn third. And a big thanks going out to Helger South Coast Power Equipment. They are located in Westport, Mass., providing you with the latest and greatest in outdoor power equipment products to make your outdoor living more enjoyable. You can visit them at southcoastpowerequipment.com. Big thanks for everybody for joining us here tonight. Big thanks to our drivers for making this a success here. 25 cars took the green flag, and we get ready now. From here, we're back in 3 weeks, Thursday night, January 28th, where we go to Loudon, New Hampshire for the Ritchie's Insulation 100, and it will be modified. Will be the name of the game. So from Lanier Speedway, I'm Kevin Boucher saying thank you for joining us here tonight, and we'll see you on the 28th.